Hey you guys, so one of my Tourette syndrome friends asked me to speak on bullying because this person is experiencing bullying and they want to know my experience with bullying and what do I think that they should do about it. So from the beginning, after my mom took me home, once my mom took me home, she started experiencing rumors and a lot of negative energy that came from my disability, how people thought in the town. As you all know, I'm from Ripley, Tennessee, which is a small town. And back in the 90s, people didn't know anything about Tourette syndrome or disabilities or whatever, so they had this rumor out that my mom was using drugs, and that's what caused my disability, or she wasn't taking care of herself when she was pregnant with me, and that's why I had a disability. But after I was born, my parents went to a genetic specialist, and the genetic counselor said that the reason I had Tourette syndrome was because my parents had similar DNA, and when their genes got together, or combined, it caused a mutation. And basically every child that they had after me, they would have to be careful and make sure that this child was safe. My brother, he has this condition where his hands, I don't know if you ever paid attention, but his hands kind of, the tip of his fingers are kind of big, rounded. My sister, when my mom was pregnant with her, she had to go to the doctor and get these shots because my sister has my daddy's blood, and when my mom was pregnant with her, her body was trying to kill my sister because it thought it was like thought my sister was, her body thought that my sister was a virus or something, so her body was trying to fight my sister. She was pregnant with her, so that's what happened. But growing up in a small town, she had to deal with rumors. She didn't really get the support that she needed because people were afraid to watch me because I had to drink special milk. I had to be set up a certain type of way so that I wouldn't get sick, because I still suffer from acid reflux to this day. So people were just nervous, they were scared, understandably scared of me. And she dealt with everything. She never complained or anything. She just did what she had to do as a mom. She took care of me, and I'll always be grateful for that. And as for me, I didn't really start experiencing bullying until I went to the primary school. Because when I was in preschool, the teachers, they treated me like a baby. They let me have my way or whatever. But when I was in primary school, there was a situation where this teacher, she didn't want me in her classroom. I remember her being mean to me, but at the time I was a child, so I thought that maybe if I was being extra nice to her, that she'll be nice to me. But she didn't like me. Whenever I would do something in the classroom, she just blew it out of proportion, and she always was trying to send me to the principal's office. And what happened was this one situation, because I had told my mom that the kids were picking with me, but she would always tell me, like, Jasmine, people pick with you, you just say something back. If they hit you, you hit them back. But it had got to a point where I know that the teacher was picking with me too, but I didn't really know how to tell my mom, So it took this situation. One day I was out on the playground, and I was playing with my friend. We were on the seesaw. And everybody knows you get on one side of the seesaw. When you get on one side of the seesaw, the other side of the seesaw goes up. So my friend at the time, she told me that she wanted to get off and she wanted to go play with some, I think she wanted to go to the other side of the playground or whatever. So I remember I told her, okay, because I had to go to the bathroom. And when she got off the seesaw and my part went up and I was up in the sky or whatever, this little boy jumped on her side, and I remember telling him, like, get off, I don't want to play with you because you're always mean to me, so let me go, I want to go to the bathroom. And he just sat there and he was like, no, you're gonna play with me. And I was like, no, I don't want to play with you. And we just, going back and forth like kids. And then I was like, can you put me down? Because I got to go to the bathroom. And he just started laughing or whatever. And I was like, I'm for real, like, please put me down. I'm going to get down. And I remember I was trying to scream or whatever, but I don't know where my teachers were or where the other teachers were at, but they were not watching us at all. So I told him, I said, my hands are about to slip. Can you just let me down? Like, my hand's slippery, which we were kids, so I don't think he really understood what I was saying, that my hands were slippery. Like, I don't think he understood that I couldn't hold on as well as all the other kids. So he wasn't listening to me, and all of a sudden I fell off the seesaw. I remember I went head first into the ground. And back then they had like these little wood chips all around the playground on the ground. And I remember I looked up and blood was everywhere, and I remember just being in so much pain. Somebody went and got the teacher. And they took me to the nurse, and the nurse cleaned me off. And of course I wet myself and I fell, because remember I told them I had to go to the bathroom. So they told my mom I had an accident and somebody needed to come pick me up. So when I saw my mom, I remember I was like, hey mama, and she looked at me like I had 3 heads or something. She was just like, what happened to you? And I told her the story, and she was just so mad. And she ended up having a meeting with my teacher, and in the meeting my teacher showed her true colors. She told my mom that I was retarded and that I was mean to the other kids, that I need to be in a special class, that I would never have a normal life. Like, she basically was just talking trash about me. And my mom got upset. My mom was trying to fight her. They had to calm my mama down. Somebody from the Board of Education, they was talking to the principal, and they was letting him know, like, Jasmine has a disability, and kids with disabilities, they are supposed to have their own personal assistant. That's what the Board of Education pays for. Well, I think the taxpayers pay for it. But I didn't have one. And the guy or the woman was just, asking my principal, like, why does she have it? And they was like, girl, we don't have the money or the funds. And they were like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Next time you come down here, Jasmine needs to have her personal assistant. And if we find out that she's being bullied or she's been harmed again, that we're gonna, we're coming for you guys or whatever. My teacher, she was crying or whatever. And they end up moving me out of her classroom. And I remember my mom coming to me and telling me, like, Jasmine, we're gonna remove you from that classroom. And I remember I was sad. I was like, because I had friends in that class, and I was like, well, Mama, I'll be good, I'll be nice. And she was like, no, Jasmine, sometimes people won't like you, and you're just gonna deal with that. And when they don't treat you right, don't go behind them, like, walk away from them. You deserve better than that. So I was like, okay, Mama. So they moved me to another classroom or whatever. And the bullying, it didn't stop then. I still had situations where people bullied me, but because my mom fought so hard for me, they knew that if they didn't take care of the situation, that it was gonna be hell to pay. So that's what helped me with the bullying. And like I said, my mom and my brothers and everybody, they taught me how to basically talk bad to people. If you say something to me, they was like, Jasmine, somebody say something bad to you, you say something bad back. Some little boy, he was like, that's why you don't have arms. And I was like, that's why your mama ain't got something. I didn't run my mouth for something serious. And it still is. That's why I don't like arguing with people, because I had to learn how to fight to get people off me. So I don't know how to do that little play joke around. No, you say something to me and I say something, I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt your feelings. Like, that's just how I am. That's why I don't play around like that. But another thing that helped me with the bullying was that I just really understood who I was, and that I was beautiful the way I was, and that I was loved by many people. I was loved by my family, my friends, God loved me. And I don't think that I was a mistake, and that there's anything wrong with me. I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I'm just a little different than other people. That's all, I like it, I have had people come up to me and say things like, well, you should ask the doctors to fix you, or, you know, they always try to remind me that I'm different than other people, but I know I'm different. I'm not trying to be normal. I'm just making the best out of out of the life that God gave me. That's all I'm doing, you know. Um, so if you're going through bullying, the best thing advice I have for you is to just love yourself the way you are. And once you learn to accept yourself, people can't use it against you. They only use that against you because they know that that's the insecurity that you have. And everybody has insecurities, but you just gotta understand that you're perfect the way you are. You know, not saying there's anything against, you know, having surgeries if that's what you want to do, but just love yourself, love your soul. You know, at the end of the day, we're all just a soul. This is nothing but a flesh. You know, when I die, it's gonna turn back to dirt. Just like when you die, your body's gonna turn back to dirt too. So, you know, I have a good heart, I got a pure heart. I'm a good person. You know, so you know, just love yourself. Have a spiritual connection. I know a lot of people nowadays, they don't want to believe in anything, you know, but you got to believe in something if you're going to make it in this cruel world. That's just how it is. Get you a good support system. I know that no matter what happens, that my family will ride for me. They don't always agree with my decisions, my friends or the guys I date, but they'll ride for me. If you know, if I need them to ride for me, they'll ride for me. Yeah, and you gotta be a little gangster yourself, okay? Like there's gonna be times when somebody's gonna try you, and you just gotta be ready. You know, you gotta be willing to get them above you. Like my mom told me, you just gotta learn how to get people above you. You know, and you know, I'm not saying that if you do these things that your life's gonna be perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect life, but you'll be able to make it throughout the day, you know. Don't let nobody crush your spirit. Don't let nobody hurt your mental health. That's very important, you know. You know, I learned that when I feel something, I allow myself to feel it. I understand what it is, and I just let it go, you know. I don't hate the teacher that didn't want me in her classroom. I don't hate the little boy. In fact, the little boy actually apologized to me numerous times as we got older, and I'm like, it's okay, we were kids. And as far as the teacher is concerned, I just have to understand that love is an action. It is something that you decide to do. And not everybody has the mental or the spiritual capacity to love someone. You know, people, we tend to hate what we don't understand. And that teacher, she wasn't willing to understand me. She didn't have what it takes to understand God's will. So she hated him. She hated me, you know. And that's not my battle to fight. That's between her and God. You know, I don't know if she's still alive today or what she got going on, but I wish her the best. I wish her and her family the best. I don't see no evil against them. You know, we just all have to learn how to love one another and to just accept who we are, regardless of what people think about us or how we feel we're supposed to look like or anything. You just gotta love yourself. You know, that's just my take on the bullying, and I hope that you find strength in yourself to overcome the bullying. Do not end your life. Do not give someone the power to make you hate yourself or to hate the life you live. Make the best out of the life you got, because people that lack love, that lack God, they will try to take you down with them. Misery loves company. Do not let them take your soul with them. Rise above, okay? Now, ain't no wrong. If you need to, cuss them out from time to time. Let them know what's on your mind. But don't let them break your spirit, okay? Keep your head up. I wish you the best. Please understand that if I can survive living in Ripley, then you can survive whatever you're going through, okay? All right? As always, thanks for your support. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace to love.